Vigotsky theory of development. Who is Lev Vygotsky? Lev Vygotsky was born in Russia in 1896, but he died at the young age of 37 from tuberculosis. Due to his early death, most of his theories were left undeveloped. His work in the last 10 years of his life has become the foundation of much research and theory in cognitive development. When he is still alive, he used to research and create many theories, but sadly he died, and most of his theories and works were left undeveloped and unfinished. But in his last 10 years of his life, one of his works has become the foundation of research and theory, which is the cognitive development. Vigotsky theory of cognitive development in socio-cultural orientation is recognized as one of the most innovative psychological theories of 20th century. So, this theory is based on the assumption that culture plays a major role in cognitive development, which, in each period of child development, should be always associated with the activities that is appropriate for their learnings in that certain period of time. We should consider the emphasis that placed on the emergent cognitive function conceptualized through the notion of the zone of proximal development, in which instruction and learning are perceived as leading child cognitive development rather than cultivating. Areas where social interaction can influence cognitive development. The first one is the engagement between the teacher and a student. Like, for example, the physical interaction in a face-to-face setup can really help a lot in improving the cognitive development of a child, in terms of speaking, learning language, and how to interact with other people properly. The next one is physical space and arrangement in learning environment. Arranging the physical environment of the classroom is one way to improve the learning environment and to prevent problems behaviors before they occur. Based on some research on the classroom environment, it has shown that the physical arrangement can affect the behavior of both students and teachers, and that a well-structured classroom tends to improve student academic and behavioral outcomes. The next one is meaningful instruction in small or full groups. When giving activities, it should be meaningful and not only for the sake of teaching. That activity should also give them the time when they can have interaction with each and everyone and share their thoughts, feelings, and point of views. The next one is scaffolding and reciprocal teaching strategies. In scaffolding strategies, you should motivate the child's interest into the task, making an alternative way into a manageable one, providing direction which to keep their focus, avoiding the activities that might cause them frustration, and lastly, illustrate and give the explanation and expectation of the given activity. And in the reciprocal teaching strategies, you should use props to illustrate each of the 4 skills to be practiced, like summarizing, clarifying, questioning, and predicting, because reciprocal teaching uses to improve a student's ability to learn from a text. The next one is the zone of proximal development. This area learning that a more knowledgeable other MKO assists the student in developing a higher level of learning, which the goal of this is to be less involved as the student develop the necessary skills. Lastly, the zone of proximal development, which according to Vigotsky, the distance between the actual development level as determined by independent problem solving and the level of potential development as determined through problem solving under adult guidance or in collaboration with more